Need to make sure I'm live. Is this gonna work? Yeah, there we are. Should be live. Let's make sure. I'm pretty certain. Let me just stay on. Let's make sure. Yeah, I'm good. Right, just setting this up. Just make sure I'm all good. Yep, we're solid. Alright, not gonna make it too long of a stream. I'm pretty certain if I got Aldmeri, right, go Dark Elf. Because as far as I'm aware, Dark Elf just works the best for what we're doing. Pretty certain. I mean, we could go... We don't need health as such. We're putting some points in health. So I know what I'm doing. It's either Orc or Dark Elf. So, just in case if anyone wants to copy this, kind of, once it's done and I'm sorting it out, obviously I'll make a video on sorting it out. I'd say if it goes Orc or Dark Elf, it's just the two best for, because you do more damage, and like obviously you get health and stamina as a Orc, whereas Dark Elf you get stamina and magicka, so I prefer the stamina and magicka, because you can just put a few more points into health. Anyway, yeah, there's not a huge, you don't really lose anything by being either or, but we finished now. So I can't use that name. No, I can't have the same name. Let's see if someone's took that. Sick. No one's got Ashen Knight because I have the same name. Skip tutorial. And then we're just gonna essentially, this might not be like too interesting to like a fair few people, which I understand. This is just gonna be basically just how I'm gonna go about things to set my build up and what I actually need. And then like I said, obviously eventually I'll try to sort out a video where I go through the build and show it off once it's done and figure out how it all goes, so then people can see and be like, you know what, it's either going to be shit or it's going to be good. So don't make builds in between. So when you start out by, we need 38 gold. We do need all that armor. The armor is going to be very important. You see that extra 9% XP for me to kill. Luckily, we can start with that on each piece of armor except a head. Now, fortunately, so we've got literally 0 gold. We could probably maybe sell something. I don't know. Should we see? Is there a shop? I might as well grab the sky shard while I'm here. There's no reason not to. Yeah, because this is pretty much just gonna be just be like a simple playthrough. That's all it's gonna be. This is just like a playthrough, just so that like I can do like a video on like making the build kind of thing, like multiple videos I guess, but you know what I mean, like just to set up the build, and then obviously I can eventually do like an actual
take pride in your work, I always say.
Build where I can show it off and stuff, and work on like the ins and outs of it before I do that video about like testing shit out. This is also what this is as well. It's like testing, making the build. Is there a shop in here? I have no idea. There might not be, and then I'm just kind of fucked. Worst case scenario, Canarfri's Rouge Way Shrine. We'll get money by going things, but I need to go to Daven's Watch for the fastest leveling methods, so I can still do with getting leveling up and shit anyway before going to Daven's Watch, so it's not that bad. If we're just going to start out, you know, so I've not put any points into any of the abilities. There's a reason for that. Because we're going to be subclassing into 2 other different skill trees. So we don't need to put any points into the others. It's like literally redundant. It's just not needed. Might as well grab this Sky Shard and get an extra skill point. And then we can go around, grab that waypoint, and then we'll maybe use this waypoint to go over there. I can't remember if that's how it works. It's been a while since I've actually played the game. I don't really use way shrines, so does it cost money to go from a way shrine? No, it doesn't. Sick. There we go. I don't need money. The money part was a lie. So now we're in Stonefalls. Our first step
there you are.
Is to get to level 4 and Herald of the Tome. I need 2 skills. Leave them for now. Subclassing, Grant Quest. Right, so talk to Banana and Hunting. Right, so now we just follow the quest markers for now. It was easier to come here for it, but there's also another reason we're going to be here, which is going to be after we're going to end up coming back here. Might as well put a mount on her. Let me just make myself look cool. Collections, appearance, costumes. I'm going to go for this for now. I'll probably change it. Actually, yeah. Let me put on Regalia of the Scarlet Judge. There we are. It's better. And then we need mounts. You know what? I know it's a bit of an old-fashioned mount, but need a Dwarven Warhorse. Now let me just go.
We've got plenty of trouble of our own.
Not much. They keep to themselves. I think they were fatigued.
So we're just gonna already pretty much go start my subclassing. I already know where it's gonna go, so therefore that's like part of this. So obviously you'll see from this what I'm going. Kind of surprised I didn't die there, to be honest.
Progress is slow, but steady. I won't. Let's go. Walk with the...
So I just find it easier. I mean, I could have gone to obviously Oridon, but it's just I'm used to knowing to like travel. But then obviously talk to this boat person.
State your destination. Tell me.
And go to Reaper's March. It's just going to be a quick, as fast as I can, run through to the woman that I can subclass out. Obviously, so obviously you need one character at level 50 to subclass. So obviously this isn't like a build that you can start and then go, oh, let me do that. Like, that's not going to be how it works, unfortunately. Now I've got to go 1.2 in K meters, 1.2 kilometers. So you see, this might take a little bit of a while, but we're going to go a certain way to discover some locations for a bit extra XP. It's not the most practical route, you'll get there quicker going the other way, but this is just if you want that bit of exploration XP. it works pretty well. I can't get in there, but we've got to go around it. You just ignore enemies. We should, if I remember correctly. Fuck, can we not? No, we can't jump over there, damn it. No, we're the wrong way. It's fine, this is this way. Gotta go all the way around. Thought I could go through, that's a different bit. So we'll get to Reaper's Henge. I think that's what the vampire guy is, or whatever the fuck it is. Yeah, I know I am. So yeah, this is like that's like a big zombie thing or something. Yeah, the necromancer guy, so obviously we're not strong enough to beat him yet. We don't have any heals. I don't even think I'll be able to get any heals, to be honest. We just, it's like dungeons. You do have to use your teammates, because obviously you're going to need a healer, because you don't really have like a huge way of getting health back yourself. But it turns out fine, because we will be getting health back through champion ranks anyway, for when you get champion points, which obviously if you're subclassing through level 50 build, you'll end up getting. And obviously the more enemies are, the more health we'll regenerate, because we do direct damage. So we're just gonna head through. No enemies, just go straight to Batter at Hunting. Might as well discover this as well, Jade's Light, which is a paintbrush, which I believe is a delve. So if you want some extra XP after, you can always jump in here, because delves give a decent amount of XP once they're done. This build will, just so everyone's aware, will end up taking eventually a respec of all your stats, because we will need certain skills on, unless you use another character, which you can use another character that you want to, that you like either want to try to use the certain skills that we're going down, or grab the waypoint. Actually, no, I don't need to, because I'll be using it anyway. So I'll go on to a second. I want to teach me in person. Ready
Very
to
well.
started.
Before you begin, the manipulation of death mages. They also perfect the knowledge of the Grave Lord. Hold the discipline.
Right. So obviously we need Herald of the Tome. That is mandatory. Next skill, right? So if we go to subclassing, we need Necromancer. We want the Grave Lord to put over that. Then we'll go to subclassing again, and we want Templar, and we want Dawn's Wrath. We want that. So if we confirm, obviously if we do it again, it's going to cost a lot of money. Right now, the first time costs none. So unfortunately, not how quite how it works. So we need.
Your
so we're going to do it once. That's why when it first came out, you could do it twice.
The Sword Saints of course. The Void calls.
Okay, so I'm going to need 1,500 so I can subclass again. Well, that's fine, because we're not actually using them yet anyway. There's only certain skills that we want from them that I'm not actually using. I could have also just messed up, but it works fine. So once I get 1,500, which honestly isn't that hard to come by, we're pretty much set. And with where we're going to grind, we can quite easily get that money that we're looking for. So if we now go back to Daven's Watch, so you can go to Oradon if you want to start the quest, do the quest, obviously get the quest and then reside. So I'm going to go here. Then this is where I'm going to show you a little bit of champion points. This is where I'm still not like 100% certain on where to go. There's bits that'll, like, you say you're meching, you might think I could make this stronger with like certain other champion points. So feel free to, if you want, like a kind of experiment with your own points. But what I am going to do is I like to just do this to make myself a bit more tanky. So obviously you have health, magic recovery, and armor. For these two, I just go full out armor, health. This is only with 118 in each. So if I then confirm that, set these two onto my bar. So that's the armor and thing, just to make me that a little bit more tanky, because obviously I'm not going full on with... You could always go for like one of these, but then you need to put 10 into this, which I can just because of my level. So if I say put 10 into this one, or what's this one? Reduce the cost of sprint. So I'd say probably go with reduce the cost of sprint, because we're not going to be blocking really, except to just hit the things. So that's done, right? So if we go into this just increases your movement speed while sprinting. Like, I'm just going to do that for now, because obviously I don't have enough champion points to full on mecha build. But this part is important. It is this. When you do direct damage, you heal for 7% of the damage done. So if you go for this crit, you only need to put the 1 point in, right? Then you want this. When you deal direct damage, you'll heal for 7% of the damage dealt. It's not a lot, but with what we're doing, that will add up. So pretty much then you can go two ways. You can go for offensive penetration on here. Don't need that. You don't need that. Let me see. So martial attacks, no. Increase your chance to apply more. For each status effect. Increase your damage. So you could always go for that, because I think up here is it? Increase your damage done with area effects. Increase damage dealt with. So therefore you need 1 point in this. So you'll do a bit more offensive. Have a bit more offensive penetration. So you do a little bit more damage anyway. But then you want this. I'm only going to put 1 into this for now, because I can't quite put the next one in, so it's only 3%. Once I've got some more, I'll do. But then I'm going to go for this. I don't really care about the last 3 points. But I've got that on. And I've got that on. Can I assign that? No, so that's fine. I'll leave them 3 points for now, and they can get sorted at another time. Craft. This, honestly, all this shit is up to you. Like, I tend to go increase movement speed out of combat. That's like just too good. Assign that, you just move faster in it, so why wouldn't you? Reduce the cost of repairing, you don't need. Reduce the cost of sneak, you don't need. And you can always go increase XP gain, because if you're going to be respeccing it anyway, this isn't a bad thing, because it's every slot. So them skills that you're not using, so like the other skill trees, you can adapt with them. Other than that, I'm just going to leave that. That's what I'm going for the champion. You'll see why we've done that with the direct damage for the health. So what we do is we just set a ping about there, get on my mount, and we go for it. This, just so people are aware, is like a PvE build. It's meant for like dungeon raiding, shit like that. You can always mix and match a little bit. If you, like, one of the things that I was torn between, I ended up going Gravelord for more like an AoE type character in terms of doing more damage, just because some of the benefits that the Gravelord has with its stuff, it just works out better. Might as well take a lady for now. The lady, I believe, is just the more resistances, which we're not going to end up using, but considering you can just switch freely, you might as well take them now. So you see how we're healing health, direct damage. That's like one good way of... I'm just going to turn my phone down in case you can hear me twice. I didn't think about that. Let's just because I'm using my phone as like a test as well. So in case like I don't know if we get shields. I can't really trying to like make a build from scratch that I'm like, you know what, I like these three. Like I was saying, the Gravelord, I've gone for more kind of like AoE over time damage with it because it works well. Hello, Benjamin. But you can quite easily work on it from going down. Is it the Bone Tyrant one? It's the one that gives the scythe that heals you and for all enemies hit. If you wanted a little bit more survivability, you can go with that. 6 right now. I don't really need to kill much. I mean, we could do this if it's active. We can try, see if I can do it at this point, because this will get me a lot of XP if it is. Don't. It is actually. This will make me some XP. Yeah, all the damage we do is direct. So that just means a lot of healing from direct damage. So unfortunately we will be using a destruction stuff as well. So the weapons we'll be rocking will be two-handed and a destruction stuff. And there's a reason for that. The two-handed not so much. It's the two-handed in a sense kind of comes as like an afterthought, just to give us like a stamina builder option that will give us some sort of buffs that do work. But the main setup is going to be everything is going to come from Marist, from our destruction stuff. So you don't have to really worry too much about your secondary slot.
Kill my minions, and you only remove the
So you're just gonna set everything up. I was just gonna say we're not gonna get any Dawn Draft points because I'm not going down that route yet. I could put a point into it to level it up, but what I'm gonna do is, like I said, I might show you like another part for like grinding up the bits. But basically I do dungeons. I set up a character to have dungeons for, because it's like daily dungeons get you a lot of XP, so it also works with like getting shit for your spells and your skill trees. Works a lot with your skill trees. Gets them up good from doing like the other dungeons if you need to get your skill trees up. So you have another character that say is already level 50. Then you get is like much extra load of XP from a dungeon. You get your character set up and he'll go, you do your daily dungeons on him every day. I have a character for like other ones because I've got a subclass in one that's sorcerer with, I think it's Adric's Spear, and Assassination from Nightblade. So, but he only levels up because it doesn't really do much right now for using them. So I have it set up so that I can just use a character that gets them up, because then it saves skill points and it works out a lot better because you're not wasting skill points, so you don't have to respec as early. Like I say, if it's done right, you probably don't have to respec. So I could end up doing it and then go, oh, you know what, I don't need to respec. But I think the respec is easier to do because it don't cost that much gold anyway. But like I said, the choice is more kind of yours in a sense as well. That's the thing with this build, is you can kind of edit it a little bit by like so you can go orc or you can go dark elf, depending on which you prefer, and if you want that bit extra health or if you want the extra magicka instead. But other than that, I might as well accept this quest and do a quest in the middle of it, kind of. So we've got to go to Ash Mountain, so we're not doing that quest right now. Right, this is a test. Without an actual heal and just direct damage, can we do the usual farming method? I'm honestly not so sure. We might need to level up Fate Carver first, so that we don't get interrupted. I mean, the health is there. Okay, yep. That direct damage heal. Goes. Okay, Jesus Christ, Arcanist is insane. Oh cool, I completed the daily endeavour. Okay, this is just proving to me that Arcanist is wrong. Like, I already knew it was, because I've made a character with it that is gonna go down this same route, but I'm playing that with someone, so that's why I'm using this class by myself. And this is kind of wrong. Okay. The fact that I can do this grind farm in spot at this level without an actual healing spell, to me just does not seem reasonable. Look at how fast I can kill him. Okay, this is the fastest I've ever grinded on this area, and I have like higher level characters that I can do this and I can sleep with. So this XP to me is just wild. Like how fast I can kill them is wild to be in this level. Like I said, there is a certain way that we're building this that you'll end up coming to see is not the best in terms of, I'm not gonna like say it's gonna allow you to solo dungeons out, because it's probably not going to be the case. As much as I like to make builds that allow me to solo stuff and do things just on my own without anyone else, I still need the destruction stuff, god damn it. So now my mana's really low. That's the only problem I'm having, is mana, because I don't have the destruction stuff. But other than that, I think we're not doing too bad. Let's see, the damage without the sigils is kind of low. So we need the crux sigils. I guess I'm going to have to take all carapaces and keep looting for... Right, we'll use that bound experience scroll once we've got a staff, because that's going to net us a lot more XP so much faster. It's only 50%, but that's 50% from every kill that we're doing here when we slap them as hard as we do and can grind how we do and kill them as fast. That works out to a lot of extra XP. So we're just gonna blast through here, because honestly the fact that we can just kill the Draugrs things, what you can call them, by just go in, like this is gonna net some XP from here, and we can just kill them like it's not a problem. Like look at that. They might occasionally be alive, but that's not a problem, because we can use that to get some crooks back. So it's just a matter of hitting you, hitting you. Like I said, I understand if this might not be that entertaining, because I'm not really doing like a huge amount. for now until I can. Once I get into level 10, and I can do dungeons. To be fair, doing quests can sometimes net you some decent XP. So like, I could go to Ash Mountain, but that's a long way away. Like none of the quests that I've got are for close. So it'd take like a little bit to set up a quest. Which is why I have to do this, because even like for the Ash Mountain one I accepted here, it's still a decent way away. So look, we attract all these. We jump up and then we just let this rip. So, what do we get? 100 XP a kill? Honestly, it don't really do my bar a huge amount of justice. Probably I'm better off doing quests early on, but it's not a huge loss. Yeah, I'd probably say do some quests early on. I might start going to do some quests after I've set this up. After I've like reached level 7 probably from this, I probably will reach level 7 from here. So unfortunately, you might like get interrupted a bit in this grinding area, because obviously you find a lot of them. And then it's a channeling spell, so... I mean, a restoration stuff will do for now. It still gives me magic back, so I can deal with the restoration stuff. It'll work the same. I don't care for getting restoration XP, but it'll bolster that bit of shit that I need to get my mana back. So I'll essentially just have more mana now to cast more. But right, if we now go to skills, because I feel like, is it going to be leveled up yet? No, almost. We've almost got it done. I don't know why I can't see XP, but sure. We don't really need to level up one of them. That's like, see, if you want to put a skill point into that, you physically can. The crit chance is honestly quite nice. Like it gives you a decent bit of extra crit chance to work with compared to how many crooks you have, which means then it's just, but it only works for the runic spell blades, unfortunately, so it's not that you can do it and then go, well, I've got more crit chance for this. It only works for the rune blades. So that's why I've not gone crit. The other one is just an AoE, which isn't bad because it's an AoE. It makes it so that you have your third hit. So like when I do that, my third hit would have exploded. Which once again, it isn't a bad thing. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just it's not mandatory is the word that I want. It helps, but it's not needed. Like I say, if you're going to respec anyway, you could always decide, you know what, I'll stick a point in it and then that's sorted. So you get XP from these enemies. But yeah, you can pretty much do what you want. I don't know if there'll be a restoration. Oh, a maple lightning staff, bomb destruction stuff. That works, and plus lightning staffs are actually what I want, because later on when I get down the skill tree, lightning increases direct damage by even more. So therefore, not only is that more damage that we'll be doing with our spell, but because we'll be doing more damage, equivalents to more healing as well. Because obviously we heal, there's 7% of the damage we deal with direct damage. So that equates to a decent chunk of healing. feel like there's a few enemies that still need to spawn in there. We could just... Ah, we can do it. We're fine. Plus now I don't have to use as much mana. Apart from I did, because the game didn't work. Because I can just hit you. Hit you with that. And we just blast all yous. Finish you off with rune blades. Yeah, so we're almost level 8. We're getting there. But yeah, the main thing is we just need to, once we get to level 10, we can hit into a daily dungeon. Which obviously we're gonna probably 9 out of 10 get carried by some fucking like champion rank 8,000 or something. Be an insanely high champion rank. So it might not really seem like we're doing much, but things will just die and we'll get tons of XP for it as well. So we physically can't complain at it because it's what we want. It's just as much XP as we can get. Bastard, thought I'd already gone. So just anything that gives us XP is just what we want right now. Because right, so Fate Carver can be morphed, which is good. Because if we go to Herald of the Tome, I could use them blinking like that, but I don't want to. We can now get, so apply a snare to damage enemies, consuming crux also increases. We don't need that. What we need is this: you get a damage shield while channeling, and immunity to interrupts while the shield is active. So no one can interrupt me, obviously I can still get knocked back. So like say if someone does like a fully charged heavy on me that like stuns me, or like has a spell that stuns me or whatever, I still get stunned. Well, like, you know the shield bashes that we do that interrupt things, people can't do that to me. And so I can just kind of cast it, and then I don't take as much damage while it's active, so then I can also heal that back. That don't really matter, depends on what you're going. But, let's see, if I go Destruction Staff, I mean, I'm going to take Force Shock. It's not needed, I just take it, and I might take Wall of Elements for now. Like I said, we're going to end up respecking. This is just because now I've got 2, my Destruction Staffs will go quicker. I do not know why I can't see a lot of things. I don't know what's happened. But I should be able to see what it does, but for some reason it's not telling me. I don't know why. We might as well go to light armor and get evocation. Yeah, because options just links in chat. I don't know why it stopped doing that anyway. Dark Elf Skulls we need dynamic because that's health and that's stamina and magicka. That's what dynamic is, so we need that because that's just a big boost to us. Like, that helps a lot. Obviously the Fingers of Arcanist, you can go down, like for leveling, you can go down stamina or a magicka route. I'm going more magicka, I think. Because I'm also using light armor, but Arcanist's like special thing is most of his spells go off of whatever your highest is out of his magicka and stamina. So plus with Wall of Elements I can do that, which will deal damage over time while I'm blasting them, so I can actually do that a little bit more damage, which is why Wall of Elements isn't that bad. And obviously they're both mainly just there just to give me the extra XP for Destruction Staff, because I don't, but Force Shock's not bad. It does about the same damage as this though, so I'd say just use your Rune Blades, honestly, but it's not bad, it helps. Just to get XP, because we're going to need it. So we'll do more damage. I can't actually show you for some reason, because it don't fucking allow me to look at skills. I might have to check my settings and see if for some reason it's like something's messed up. let me check my settings a sec. Options. Interface. Shouldn't. Quick chart, no. Accessibility. No, won't be in combat. I want that. No, we need percent only, to be fair. Ultimate number. We like having ultimate number on, to be fair. I'm just trying to show. It's all buffs. Right. Gameplay. I don't know why it's not showing. Might have to quickly check Google and see if I can see if it'll tell me why my skills aren't showing descriptions. Let me just check. Apparently just logging out and logging back in. It might be because I changed skill lines. That's what people are saying, so let me just log out and I'll log back in. So we load my character back up. But yeah, this is all because it's just testing to see. And this is going to be like me doing like a part series type thing to make this character, and then I might do thinking because I might do like a guide video as well for like if you have if you're just kind of running through. Oh, this guy's going to make me get half XP. That's the problem with this. If someone else joins in that's not in your group, you get half XP. Oh, I didn't join. Nice. So you'll notice that Fate Carver is like my big damage dealer, and without it I don't really do a huge amount, but that's just because Fate Carver's kind of disgusting. Like, I don't know why it's as strong as it is, to be honest. I'm gonna have to put numbers and percentage on. Right, and then we just Fate Carver through them all, and they're all dead. But yeah, Fate Carver is always going to be like our damage setup, essentially speaking. I'm going to go to... Right, so now I should be able to see skills actually. And then we should be set. So if I go 5 points into magic, I'm just going to leave that for now. Alright, yeah, so... Fate Carver and Impactmatic, Fate Carver, yeah, purchase, right, that's fine. So therefore, if we then go into... So now, yeah, we can see descriptions. So if I go to destruction stuff, so I need them. Try focus, full shadows heavy textile enemies for 50%. I don't need that. What I need is ancient knowledge. Lightning stave, so just holding as lightning stuff, increases damage done with direct and channeled effects by 6%, which this is direct and channeled, so I don't know if that's gonna essentially double because it's channeled and direct, or if it's still just gonna do the like 6%, which should go up to 12% anyway at level 2.
Hold there, Sarah.
So we should be pretty much set on that, because even if it doesn't do it both, which I'm not expecting it to, I'm kind of hoping it would, because that'd be cool. and just add more damage because it's technically both. But I'm expecting just the one buff. But if I get both sorted, but yeah, pretty much we're gonna go do a little bit of quest, do a few quests. Not planning on staying on like a long time. We might as well do Emberflint Mine. I guess some people are doing some shit here. We'll grab Fort Arrendway Shrine, depending on whereabouts it is. It's just there, I can see it. So yeah, we'll grab Fort Arrendway Shrine, and we'll do Ember Jade, whatever it's called, because that's a delve, I think. So we'll end up getting some XP from that. So if we then, we can go grab that Sky Shard. So yeah, Emberflint Mine, delve, and then there's another delve over there. So we've got two delves right next to each other. I'm gonna go grab a Sky Shard in there. And then depending on which delve's closer, we'll go to that one. So we're gonna essentially just kill you. Here we get fuck all XP from you, but that's fine. So we're not actually killing you. We want this Sky Shard. And then which one's closer? That one just. We'll go up to Mephal's Nest, so we can get up this way. So once we get up to Mephal's Nest, we can do that delve, because delves give honestly a chunk of XP. We're gonna activate my XP scroll when I get to the boss, because obviously since it's from all sources, I'll get XP upon completing the delve. So we'll just get normal XP throughout the delve, but then we'll use my scroll that I've got for maximizing XP, so it gives us as much time over it as possible, because it's not like we're gonna get a lot of XP in here. We might not even like kill a lot of stuff, like we'll see the XP that we get. I mean, it's not horrible. We're getting 70 a kill. So I'd get about 100 a kill. We'll kill things that are like in my way, because you know I can just do that. So it's not like things are hard. The bosses usually, if I remember correctly, is sometimes near the Sky Shard, sometimes not. Spider Daedra. No, so this one's not, but we're going to use it, I believe, after we kill. We'll kill these, see how tanky the Spider Daedra is. Oh, yeah, the Spider Daedra is quite tanky, but not tanky enough. Fucking rinse the spider. Right, so I want to grab the Sky Shard. Alright, so we're level 9, which is good. Where does this take me? I've never actually gone through here. Oh, is this for the boss? Oh, so I'm quite confused. I don't remember ever going through here. I must have done. I know I've done this delve, and if the boss is down here, then I definitely have. But I just do not remember going down here. Doesn't seem to be anything down here. Could be where the boss is, but we'll come out. We'll walk around, because I'm pretty certain the boss is around this way, right? From what I remember. The boss is over here somewhere. Yeah, pretty certain the boss is through here. Yeah, goes that. That's what the boss. We'll claim this. We want probably the Prophet's Inferno stuff or the Great, so it don't really matter. Like, at all. I want to go 9 to Magicka, right? So, therefore now, if I go inventory, and then I go slottable items, bound coin experience scroll, because I'm going to get a lot of XP for this. This might level me to level 10 outright, so. Come on, go, look. You're going down. Like, look at that. Keep in mind, this is essentially a boss of the delve. I guess it won't quite level me up. Is that it done? Maybe? No? Apparently there's more to this dungeon. Maybe there is a boss in that delve, in that area that I went in, because that didn't complete it. So I guess now we've just got to run through and... This is just a spider Daedra, so you're not the boss. But I guess we'll blast some enemies in. Right. This, I believe, is just going to take me back to the start. Yeah. So if we go back through here, we'll go this way. And I guess we can somewhat kind of see where this takes us, and then see if we can find the actual delve. Apparently that wasn't. So I might have wasted a bit of the scroll, but still, it's got 2 hours on it, so it's not a problem at all. Right, let's go down here. See if there's a boss down here. Maybe someone completed it already. No, there is no guy down here. Should be able to kill you without. Yeah. It didn't come up saying delve completed though, which is what's confusing me. So unless I'm missing something that's important, I don't fucking know. I'll come around. Ignore that spider. Just run past it. Up here? Is he up here? No, that's back out here, isn't it? Yeah, we went that way. This way? Maybe? Let's just keep going. I know these are normal enemies, but I just want some health. Make sure I'm on full. Right. So we killed Gozak and got the soul gem. So Gozak had to be the boss. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave and hope that that's it, I guess. If it's not completed, it's not completed, fuck it. Because if it's not completed, I don't really know why. I'll check in here quick one last time. Just in case it's here. But other than that, we'll then just be leaving. Yeah, there's no one in here, so I'll just leave this delve and go do the other one. If I remember the delve, I remember doing this one, but I don't remember it not doing it like that. I don't know why the delve's not complete, 'cause I'm pretty certain that's the boss. Unless the delve did get complete, I just didn't get as much XP as I was expecting. Pretty certain if I hover over it on map anyway, it'll say complete or not, so we should be chill. We shall look in a sec. Right, let me open my map up and we'll see if it's done. So I'm pretty certain it says in brackets complete on it. Maybe, if I remember. Don't know, it doesn't seem to. But we'll go to Emberflint and see what we can do in there, and then we'll go to Ash Mountain. I believe Emberflint is... Where is Emberflint? Emberflint's still this way, so I think I'm pretty certain I have to drop down to get into it. Yeah, it's down here, innit? Is it? Somewhere like this? Is this the Clanafia boss fight? Yes, I go through here. Do I? Yeah. Pretty certain this is the Clanafia, so this delve should be pretty simple to get the job done for getting a bunch of XP for completing it up, and then we'll see if it's completed and then I've done something wrong in that dungeon. Pretty certain. Yeah, this is the Clanafia. We can just run through, go this way. We'll get there, so pretty certain this might have been the wrong way. I think it was the other way, but not a problem. We just blitzing through because it's right here, so go this way. Just keep going. I believe he's in here. Yeah, he should be. Somewhere in here. Right, they've all run away. I swear he spawns here. People must have already done them. I don't know how it works for delves and like how they get completed and how long you have to wait. Yeah, that's fine. We don't need 2 laser beam buffs. Told you. Just spam Fate Carver when we can. Yeah, because he's definitely through there, so. Pretty certain you fight him right here. I'm like 90% certain. Maybe if I log out, so it kind of like refreshes my server. Might put me in a different server and then the boss will be there. Because I'm pretty certain that you fight him here, so let me log out. I'll log back in. I think I'll have to walk back into Emberflint Mine, but if we just speedrun through it, like we did. We're almost level 10 anyway, so we do dungeons. The delves was kind of just to get me to that point, which they've kind of done the job, just not how I specifically wanted it to, but let's see. I think I'll have to go back into Emberflint Mine. If not, then the boss might just be there. But I'm 90% certain that's where you fight him. I guess it does just spawn me in Emberflint. Yeah, Emberflint Mine delve does just spawn me in there, which is pretty good. I don't know, I've always swear the boss spawns at this point. I guess we just go for the Sky Shard and leave. So Oh, the sky shot's up top in it. What's here? Maybe we'll find the boss through here. I think this is... Right, let's run through. This'll be a way out. Yeah, this is just the way out, right? What if we go left? We need the sky shard. Saying that, do you not drop down from the sky shard to find the boss? I feel like I remember that. It might not be this dungeon, but I remember one dungeon you can just drop down and you see the boss of the delve. If it's this one, then that's good. Anyway, this should get us a free skill point. So you don't really need to respec actually, to be fair, because you get a lot of skill points if you find all the sky shards and shit, go into all delves and do all that. Well, I guess we'll level up from kills, not doing the dungeon. Let's see. The Foreshock's good because it can burn. It's just the kind of chance of it burning isn't that high. I need to go that way, don't I? No. Fuck. I'm messing up. It's fine. This. Kill all you, maybe level up. Not quite, we're on the edge of leveling, that's fine. Right, let's do a quick lap round. Not even going to kill anything. Let's get some health back up. I don't know anything, but I had a chance then to just kill shit and level up and get my health back, so... Because that guy said, did you meet the new commander? There's like, I'm pretty certain that when he says that, it goes to this enemy that's in this area, but I cannot find him. No, I've just got to find the way out. Which this is probably the wrong way again. Actually this is a maze. Which means I go to the other one. Fucking hell. Never spent so long in a fucking delve in my life. I might as well do a dungeon and a dungeon finder. We'll leave that as it is. Right, remember, we've only got 2 skills, but that's fine. We've got activity finder, dungeon finder. We don't need more skills. We might as well just search as a DPS and then never get into a dungeon. So that's why I usually go as like tank, even though I'm not a tank. Because sometimes you have to just to get into a dungeon. Because sometimes it's mental, especially as a DPS, because like everyone goes DPS. This character is going to be a good DPS, but like that's his problem, is everyone else is gonna... There we are. He just took a while to spawn in, but we can rinse him, so it's not bad. 654 XP. And delve should be complete. I wonder if maybe they've changed it slightly for delves. So you just get like a bit more XP from killing the boss. You don't like get fucked on for the delve being completed anymore. Just keep running. No, that's fine. A lot of enemies chasing me. Some will run away, but I'll go to full health. Right, so we're gonna leave while we're searching for the dungeon. If I've left and I've still not got into a dungeon, I'm just gonna search for one as a tank so I can get into one. And then we're pretty much like set, because that'll get us more than enough XP to do what we want to do. So that'll like level us up a fair bit. I will probably end up doing a little dungeon on my other character. Like I'll set up a character that has these specific subclasses, just so that I can like level him up without having to use this character and put skill points in where I don't need them. And I'll probably show you that as well once I do that. I might have to go as a healer, not that I'm a healer. I hate doing it. But other people do it, and I might have no choice. See, unfortunately it's just some things you physically have to do to get into a dungeon, as much as I hate doing it, because I have no healing spells. So people will then expect me to be a healer, but I'm not. Like I can't heal. So I've got to go in there now anyway. Might as well go to that mountain. Guess we'll go to Arcanist Way Shrine. Yeah, I don't like doing dungeons as a class that I'm not actually like suited for, but I need to get into a dungeon, and luckily the dungeons aren't like that bad to like get in if you do it that way. Like they're not hard dungeons, so it's not like it's fucking up your raid team for a dungeon, like, because they're really not hard.
Isgramor watch over us.
Ah, excellent. What?
Assisting David's was right, so then we'll hope that everyone accepts this. There's always one person who doesn't accept it, at least for once, 90% of the time. It's annoying. So I'm a healer. I'm not a healer. They don't know that, but they will, because they could probably hear me anyway. But yeah, so we're going through accept quest.
You're not from
Pretty much just speed it. Easiest way to do quest. Just remember not to die. As you see, it's pretty easy. We just kill all these small enemies for now, and then we can just work on boss. Might as well take all the armor because it could come in handy. So we're gonna run through this dungeon. It's pretty simple. Just walk backwards while blasting them. This is the power of the Arcanist. just slowly kill the boss. See if we can set a burning on him. If not, it doesn't matter. There. Pop this, and then pop this. Right, so now we just run through the rest of this dungeon. This is honestly like simple dungeon. Luckily, like the dungeon's really not much of a problem. Spindle cuts 2, you have to do that. So I can do enough damage to her. I can tank and keep my healing up for like a lot of enemies, but I don't want to drag like too many enemies. Like I can drag these and then these, but then I've got to run back to line them all up so that I can then do this, heal myself after while murdering a lot. Honestly, this class is really just way too strong in my opinion. So we'll keep going, we get to do this. So we'll run through here. And then we might as well finish doing this. Do this, all these lot of enemies that we can essentially heal from. Whack all these out. And then sort this out. Then we've got a boss over here. So we kill Big Rabu. As a group, we'll do that. It's not too bad. And then we're coming to end at dungeon soon. So this is I'm building up to meching the build. This is just obviously the playthrough of meching said build, and then we can pretty much sort all that out after. So I might do one like where I've not got all of this stuff, because obviously you need like gear and stuff. So obviously I might do a guide where it's kind of just you have yes child. I'm a child.
Welcome to our parlor.
I need healing.
Is like for a build that's not adequate for like end game gear. Just like a character like once he's like pretty much level 50, just go through the skills and stuff and like the build it, and then mech once I've like done enough grinding and stuff, if I do, which I probably will because I want to play this game a lot more now. So, and then I can make a build that's more aligned to having gear that you farm for, and maybe like do a bit of stuff on like the missions, which are areas to farm for the gear.
I need aid.
Honestly, might be doing the most damage in this dungeon right now. Wish there was a way to find out. Let's just blast these in a line. Let's do what we can to them. Blast all these. So just look at the like potential in damage, and I'm not even like that far through it. Like this build is just starting. It's just so obviously later on you'll have more setup more skills to do more damage. You'll be sorted for it. We're just gonna start out right now by popping this dungeon boss. What a dick. We'll just get more stuff for more damage, like some of the buffs that we're going to have on naturally are going to end up just coming out insane damage wise. Oh, he's dead. Easy. And then we can talk to this guy and get even more XP, which will probably level us up again, so we'll be like down to level 13, 14. Jesus, child. Level 13, maybe 14 if we're lucky. No, we didn't get to 14, but we're level 13. So that goes there, and then I'm going to put my health to 5. I don't... Yeah. So, we need this. This is good. Warp Fit. It's increasing your crit damage and crit healing, which is really good, because if we get crit heals on crit damage. This, you master the warp and weapons when you are restored magic or stamina, which we will be getting something that will end up being able to do stamina and magicka. I'm pretty certain at some point, so we're getting there. We don't need any of them, so we're just using them for now. If we go, so evocation gives me, we increase your magic recovery. This increases my spell resistance, which I'm not going to complain at. Dark elf skills, we don't need resist flame. It don't really change that much. Obviously if something's fire, works out better, but we don't need to really care too much about it. And we can go to mail. And then we can probably do that. So we set up at that. Yeah, that's fine. So now we're what, level 13? We're almost at the end of getting to level 14. This is gonna be sorting this so we can do a next, but let me talk to this person, and then as soon as I'm done at that, we got to a dungeon, did a dungeon, close the scamp caves. We can end up doing that later. Oh, we could. How far are they? If we just leave the enemies, we could probably run to this pretty quick. And if we need to heal, we can just get a heal off with attacking them. That's how you close a cave, apparently. Close this one, probably do this quest, and then that's probably going to be end of me streaming, I reckon, because I've been live for a decent amount, over an hour. The lady's back there, so we'll do this last one, hand in the quest, probably reach level 14. And you're up here now. You're smiling at me. Talk to Captain Nera. Nora, I said Nera. Go all the way down here. Ooh, to do this quest. So there's an inner sea armature delve there, which we could always do, fight the boss and that. So it's a bit extra shit. Honestly, you'll probably disappear. I mean, I might as well start out by fighting you, I guess. I mean, I guess we'll fight you. We just flashed you up. And then talk to Captain Nora.
How did you... So you helped out Sergeant?
Oh yeah, level 14. So now at level 14, we can get an extra dungeon for tomorrow, the daily dungeon. I'll leave that for now, I don't need to go past it. This one, we might as well go for extra crit damage. So that's that sorted. Dark Elf skills. Next one is level 15 on there, and then level 25 for the weapon and spell damage, which has 3 points, which is really good by the time you're level 50. Hababu. Right, so if we check my inventory, I'll probably stick with what I've got for now, because, like, obviously I've got don't amount of stuff, I guess. Increase experience guild. Because obviously we've got some legs, so. But I'll probably stick with these just for the experience for now, because I'll be going back to the farming spot as well. I mean, that actually gives XP, but that's medium armor. We don't really need the Spelunker set of stamina recovery. Weapon and spell damage would be good if we could get it all. Just the cost of your undaunted abilities. I mean, we don't have them because that's thingy. So. But yeah, if we could get, Shoes of the Prayer, so if we could manage to do that dungeon again and get Shoes of the Prayer, if we could get down there, we don't need the overheal because I'm never going to do that, but the 3 pieces would be nice. Might as well put Shulk's ring on. Head ring of agility. But I guess we'll cut on Necklace at Nightmares, it's just better, innit? We don't really have anything else. Character set. Yeah, I'm level 14, so I'm going to call that for now. So if I log out, that's... When do I get my new daily? I need 3 hours and 37 minutes, so that's like 2 o'clock, 1 and 3 at morning. It's when dailies reset. That's really weird time. But I will call that there. That's obviously, that's like part 1 of my starting of the build. I will have to get 1,500 gold eventually and get my next class, but I'm gonna change maybe because this guy will be doing it anyway, so that's the character I'm playing on with someone, so I can sort that character out for it. I just need to go there, but once he's sorted for it, he'll get XP. But then I'll probably change, I think Gio Giovanni, he's got a lot of money anyway, and he's already at Reaper's March. He's just my daily dungeon guy, so I'll probably go on him, change his skills, and then level them up. So they're already leveled up for my other character. But that's roughly what we're doing. But I'm gonna. Why is that classed as a block screen? Broadcast only mic audio because you're on a block screen. Why is it classed as a block screen? But yeah, anyway, because of that, I am gonna hop off and I will leave this part here. So I'll do another part another day, maybe tomorrow or day after. We'll see. But that is gonna be it for me. So I will see you the next time I'm